Hello, I'm Katherine Hadda, and I'm the U.S. Consul General here in Hyderabad. You know, I've had the honor of representing the United States as a diplomat for many years now, but today I'm here to talk to a remarkable young woman who represented India at the most recent Olympic Games in Rio, bringing home the first silver medal for any Indian female athlete. I'm delighted to welcome her here today, V Sindhu. Hello, how are you, Sindhu?
Nice meeting you.
It's very nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Why don't we come over here and just have a little chat?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your life must have changed a fair amount since Rio, because now you have millions more fans in India and around the world, including my country. So how has it changed your life? What has it been like for you?
I think definitely yes, it has changed a lot after Olympics, and I think when I was in the Olympics playing my finals, semi-finals, like people were, I didn't know what was happening around the world, but then when I came back, people spoke that you have no idea how was it here, and I'm really very happy that, you know, there are people who are my fans and who really prayed for me, you know, when I was playing my Olympics. And I would like to thank everybody, because, you know, they were all glued to the TV looking my match, and then it's a great feeling, of course. Yeah.
Would you like to come and have some chai?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. Why don't you have a seat here and I'll sit here. So I've been wondering, because you come from a family of professional volleyball players, how it was that you ended up being a top-seeded badminton player. I mean, was that a shock to your parents?
Not really, but you know, when my dad was playing volleyball, so besides there was a badminton coach, so it was just my own interest that I've come into badminton, and my parents, of course, supported me a lot.
So they gave you the freedom.
Yes, and that's how I started playing badminton.
Well, that's good news for you and good news for everyone, really.
Yes, thank you.
So one thing I've always felt, it's hard for women and girls. They're often encouraged not to be competitive in any realm of their life. And yet, I really followed with a special fascination your games with Carolina Marin, because obviously you play to win, and yet you're friends. So how do you do that? How do you balance that desire to compete with friendship, and what would you advise a small girl about that?
I think, like before, in the olden days, it was that, you know, girls have to, you know, stay at home, you know, they shouldn't go out here, there. But now I think it's a lot have improved, and now if you can see, there are more than like 75% women who've been doing brilliantly well. And I think being one among them, I think, of course, I've got so many facilities and everything. So, of course, as you asked me, yes, Carolina Marin is my friend, and yeah, on court when we compete against each other, and it's just that one should win and one should lose, so we just play to win.
So in the United States there was landmark legislation in the early 1970s that more or less mandated most schools in America to offer competitive sports to girls and young women. So what do you see happening in India? What can India do to encourage this?
I think definitely from the younger generation, there should be, even starting from the school levels, there should be, you know, some of the sport in schools, so that, you know, whether it's badminton or cricket or whatever it is, I think exercise is basically very important for everybody, compared to girl or boys, both of them. And it is very important that you have some sort of sport in the schools, so that's how it grows, you know, when it comes to schools, and then, you know, it comes to grounds, and then it also spreads in the cities.
So there still are areas of inequality for women around the world, not just here. Do you believe that being active in sports can help a girl or a young woman achieve her goals elsewhere in life?
Definitely yes, and I think the most important thing is the parent support should be there, and definitely when it comes to inequalities, I feel now they are treating men and women equally when it comes to the prize monies or whatever it is.
One of the things that's most impressive about you is you're not only very grounded, obviously, but you're well-rounded, and you have a lot of interests. So you really live by that model.
Yeah. So, like, which sports do you like, or which sports person do you like?
Well, in terms of sports, I grew up in an era where girls actually didn't play competitive sports that much, at least where I was growing up. And my parents were very supportive of us in many ways, but that wasn't an aspect of our lives. So I grew up doing a lot of individual sports things like swimming or roller skating or hiking. So is there any message that you would want to give to young girls or young women who are watching this today?
Yes, definitely. I think we women are, we're not less in anything, and we are equal to everything, and I think we've been doing brilliantly well. And I think we have to be self-confident, and we have to be brave enough to face anything. So that's the only message I wanted to give, because if you're self-confident, I think you can achieve anything what you want.
Well, you obviously live by that model,
Yeah.
so it's very good to hear that message. Thank you. Now, Sindhu, I have a little gift for you. It's
Thank
actually
you.
not so little. It's on behalf of me and the whole team at the U.S. Consul.
So much. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You know, Sindhu, thank you so much.
you.
It's been a
Thanks
real
a lot.
pleasure. I want to wish you all the best for your upcoming Super Series tournaments.
Thank you so much.
It'll be wonderful seeing you again when we have that opportunity.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.